Good. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the rookie fourth-round pick. This is Dameon Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Pierce will try to pick it up. A beautiful fake. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. From midfield, here's Allen. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. Oh, able to avoid him. And this time at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They will run for the first time with Rex Burkhead. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Try to pick it up on the ground with Burkhead. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Burkhead is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Pierce. Touchdown, Houston. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson. Steps away. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Watson off play action. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Watson. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Now Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Allen. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen off the play fake. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Deion Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice gain. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. These two teams all tied after 1. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 40 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Up the gut with Burkhead. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down at 4. Again, they run with Burkhead. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, a give to Burkhead. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 25. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Going for it with Pierce. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. Oh, nice move. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again, it's Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he goes backwards here. Losing yardage back to the 16. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly,
touchdown, Browns! Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half, and the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down now, but that clock rolling. Allen. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Allen now on first down. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Allen. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. And again, it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Allen going to go on 4th down. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. Now Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like it.
So Lovey saw things correctly, and he wins that challenge. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 40 now on second down. Watson. That one is caught by Hunt. Be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Watson. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I know there are a bunch of people that actually hate this route. They don't think it's successful very often. But if you get a little bit of space and you throw it in the right spot, you can see the end result. We just saw a touchdown.
Yeah, we did. Who's it usually tougher for? Obviously, that was a great catch. Is it tougher on the passer or on the receiver there on the fade?
I think it's tougher on the passer to put it in the right spot and give the receiver an opportunity. The receiver just usually goes and finds the football.
He did there and got a touchdown out of it. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Howard. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
From the 41, Allen. He'll throw it away.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, 3rd quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll run with Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 5-yard touchdown run, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And Smith not going to. It's a touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Allen hit. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. They'll run the option left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. There he goes, right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there, because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially...
Allen hit. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon.
And the Browns get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Houston set to take over. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
That pass complete to Moore.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Touchdown, Houston! Brandon Cook, 50 yards! yards.
And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
And here comes Amari Cooper and the rest of the Cleveland offense.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Up the middle, it's Chubb.
Strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Watson now to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown!
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
44 yards.
And the Browns have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
York now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. To the air, Allen.
This one left side caught by Collins.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. Now Allen again. Another one caught by Collins. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Allen now looks to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Being chased out left. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Texans on third down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 4. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Again, he finds Moore. Touchdown, Texans. Chris Moore, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Texans are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he is really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Allen's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be taken down here.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 27, Allen escaping the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Allen to throw once more. That's caught by Howard. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And Watson's going to throw it here. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll take this down just shy of the 20. He was brought down by Malik Collins. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Watson. And that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already...
He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing now, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Here's Watson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.